Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tele's Value Investing. Today, we're going to be talking about a specific stock that I found last year in August and the journey and how that stock went over 1000% in about 4 to 5 months. Again, remember, this is Tele's Value Investing, and this is not a pay to teach you about how to flip your stocks daily, but it's a pay to teach you how to grow your income steadily over time. Okay, so let's get right into it. Things first. The name of the stock we're examining today is GEVO, GEVO. So I recommend Benzinga for big boards, and otcmarkets.com for over the counter stocks if you're doing your research and you're trying to find news on the stock market. So that being said, let's talk about how I spotted GEVO. So I remember it was on the 20th of August, and the headline came on, and it said GEVO exceeds $1.5 billion in long-term revenue contracts with the signing of Trafigura. So I dug deep into it, and I realized that it said in the press release that Trafigura is actually a huge company. They have over $54 billion in revenue and assets, and that's just one contract and one future contract for GEVO. So the first thing that I did after getting that information was to go to GEVO's website. Okay, these are the steps that I take when I find something that I like. I went straight to their website and I started to dig in their business model. What are they about? What did they do? What is making this company throwing a $1.5 billion worth in future contracts with them. So first thing I noticed on the website was that they are for renewable energy. And if you know anything about renewable energy, you would know that that is the direction the whole world is heading right now. Anything that facilitates renewable energy, if they have their ducks in a row, they're most likely going to succeed. Okay, so I decided to go into researching what their actual product is, or their tech, whatever the case may be. So here's what I found. I found that they are creating fuel from corn. Okay, they are creating fuel from corn, and this fuel can actually be used in almost every way the regular fuel can be used. Okay, it can be used for cars, it can be used for boats, it can be used for bikes, it can be used for race cars, it can be used for fighting jets. So the reach for this tech is amazing. And I kept reading more about what they're about and how, the process of which they through which they create this fuel. And by the way, all this information was on their website. I went down to the investor section on their website, and right there you could see I could see all the news and everything they've been releasing, all their presentations, all their conference calls, their financial statements, and all of that. So honestly, I didn't even bother to look at their financial statements. I was so caught up in their technology, tied together with that future contract and the direction the world was headed with renewable energy. So that being said, the next thing I started looking for was, let me see if they have more contracts that could be huge also. So I did some more research, and in Seeking Alpha, which is another good platform for finding information about publicly traded stocks, I found an article on the partnerships they have landed, and my mind was blown away. It was crazy seeing they had partnerships with Lufthansa, with FedEx, with the U.S. Air Force, with the U.S. Army, with Bucky's, and then they had some other ones with multiple airlines, with Delta, United. I'm looking for them here. Did I mention they had one with FedEx? They had some with yeah, I mentioned Delta already. Korean Air, Cathay Pacific, Etihad, Air BP. I mean, Atlas Air. Many airlines here. Just an amazing array of partnerships they had already, secured. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is a good look right here, because you have a company that is currently trading under 65 cents. From just one of their contracts, they have a secured $1.5 billion that's going to be coming in through the next few years. And that's not including the contracts with the U.S. Army, with the U.S. Air Force, with Lufthansa, with Korean Air, with Delta, with United, with FedEx, with Philips. So there's a lot of things that you need to look out for. You need to look out for the partnerships. You need to look out for the magnitude of the partnerships, and everything combined together from the beginning. The first thing I saw was the contract that was announced for $1.5 billion. Okay. And then I looked at the value of that company they partnered with. And then I looked at their business model. What are they about? And how is that connected to the current economy? And how is that connected to the direction everything is headed right now? And then I looked at what other partnerships do they have, and then I compared their worth, to other companies, and just right at the top of my head, I can name 5 companies that are in the OTC that don't even have up to $200 million in contract, and they took off to over $1 in their price per share. So that being said, I knew that GEVO had no business being in the 65-cent range. They had absolutely no business being down there. So it was just a matter of time to see that growth. And I set a price. I set a price target for myself around $10, just based on the magnitude of their partnerships and their contracts. I set my price target on $10. Right. So I know some of you might be asking, well, how did I come up with that price target for $10? Well, I'm going to be making another video explaining how I estimate and how I come to a price target for a certain stock. But sincerely, with GEVO, it was a no-brainer for me, even without doing any math. Just understanding all the components I mentioned earlier and the direction the company was headed, I knew that $10 per share was actually a very shy price target for this company. So I started my position in there at about 65 cents, and almost immediately, as you can see here on this chart, it went up to $1.23. Honestly, right there, that's already a good that's a good return right there. That's about 100%. But again, I knew where the company was headed, and I held. And this is where a lot of people miss out on the big moves. Is they see that little profit, and then they decide to take everything out. Now, another strategy actually, that if you want to take out your profit at the first price bump, that's actually not a bad thing. It's you're reducing your level of risk, and I understand that. So my advice to you is, when that happens, when that first price bump comes in, and let's say you get a quick 200%, why don't you just take out? That's what I do. I would take out what I put in. So if I put in $1,000 and now it's at $2,000, I take out my $1,000. So now I'm writing free shares for the next 2 months, 3 months, to whatever my price target is. So now I've already secured my capital. So now I'm writing free shares. But in this case, I did not take that out, and I let it ride, and you would see that it dropped from $1.23 to $1.09, and then back to $1.20, and back again down to 88 cents. And it was right in between 88 and $1 for about 2 months. And then after October, it broke. In October, it broke $1 again and started coming back up to $1.20, but it kept fluctuating between $1.20 to about 96 cents again. And then in November, as you can see here, it had that huge bump to $2. And this is where people started actually finding it heavy. People started getting into it a lot, and I still didn't take my profits, and I rode it all the way to December, where it was at $2.39. And again, this might not be your strategy. You might be the type of person who's like, you know what, $2.80 from 65 cents, $2.87 from 65 cents is a pretty good, profit, and you want to be all out. That's fine. But again, you can take out part of your profit and let your free shares just ride. But again, when I do my research, I am for sure about a company, and I am constantly checking on them to make sure there's nothing sketchy going on. So again, you can see that price bump here in December from $2 all the way up to $4.62. Now I'm about halfway to my price target, and then the price drops end of December to $4 and rides that range up until middle of January to $6.80, and then a slight dip again over there to $6.40, and then by the 20th of January, it was trading at $11.03. You see that? And now that is from the 20th of August. September, October, November, December, January. 20th of January, 5 months, from 65 cents to $11. Guys, that is almost $2,000. That's almost a 2,000% increase from your investment. And it was at that point I took my profit. Now you would see that it went on to dip down to $9.30, and then back up to $13.24. And on the 25th of January, again, I took my profits at that point, and I was satisfied. I was happy with my investment. And ever since then, GEVO has been going up and down. It actually touched almost $15 in February, and now it's trading back down at $7. So again, this is a very prime example about finding investments that can exponentially, change your financial status. If you invested $100 at that into GEVO at that time and waited for that time span, you are looking at almost $2,000. You know, you turn $100 to almost $2,000. And if you put in $1,000, you turned almost turned $1,000 to almost $20,000. You know, if you were trading $10,000, same way, it's now almost $200,000. This is the type of growth I'm talking about. You know, there's so many people out here telling you to go day trade, go do this, go flip this and flip that stock, and people end up making money and losing it, making and losing it, making and losing it. I prefer this right here. You do your research, you find your company, you know, you dig deep into it, see what they're about, and put your money in there and watch it grow. And now in 5 months, you've made $2,000 extra, you've made $10,000, $20,000 extra, depending on how much you put in there. And now you can put that towards your student loans, you can put that towards your mortgage, you can put that towards your kids, or whatever it is. But so guys, this is a prime example. I hope this helped. I am coming up with another video, and then I'll be coming up with another one that I'm currently in a position right now, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. God bless you, and thank you for watching Tele's Value Investing. Peace.